So here's a question we've probably all wondered about. Were we actually born to understand the universe, or are we just kind of stuck navigating illusions?
Yeah, comforting illusions, maybe. That's really the core of our deep dive today, isn't it?
Exactly. We're digging into philosophy, psychology, neuroscience, trying to figure out, do we really want truth, or is illusion just easier?
And how much of what we think is real is shaped, by our own minds and the world out there.
It goes way back, this doubt. Like Socrates pushing for self-knowledge.
But even then, is that knowledge free from what we inherit? And Plato?
Well, his cave is such a powerful image.
Right, the prisoner seeing only shadows.
And mistaking them for the real deal. The really unsettling part is Plato suggesting most people would rather stay with the familiar shadows.
Then face the confusing light of truth outside.
Yeah.
Comfort over clarity.
Exactly. And then you have Descartes, centuries later, pushing that doubt to the absolute limit.
He was the one asking if an evil demon was tricking him. Right. Questioning everything he saw, heard, felt. Pretty much. How can we be sure any of it is real? It forces you to look for certainty when appearances might be, well, totally fake.
Which leads to this idea that maybe our own minds are the source of the deception. How does modern psychology pick up on that?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. Psychology basically tells us our brains are wired for survival first, truth second.
Okay.
Think about cognitive biases, like confirmation bias. We actively look for stuff that proves us right.
And ignore the rest.
Pretty much. Or the Dunning-Kruger effect. People who know very little thinking they know a lot. It's all about protecting the ego, maintaining control, even if it means twisting reality.
So our perception itself is biased. And what about decisions? We feel rational, but are we? Is it emotion or reason running the show?
Yeah. Neuroscience gives us a big clue there. Emotion often jumps in before conscious thought.
The gut feeling.
Your amygdala reacts way faster than your rational prefrontal cortex. So your choices, political, personal, whatever, they often start with that feeling.
And reason just comes in later to justify it.
Often, yeah. Reason writes the logbook after the emotional captain has already steered the ship. We think we're logical, but feelings are frequently in charge.
Okay, so individuals are prone to self-deception. What about society? How do collective beliefs shape our reality?
That's a huge piece. Nietzsche had that really provocative line, truths are illusions we have forgotten are illusions.
Meaning things like morality, religion, even science, are maybe just useful stories we tell ourselves.
He argued they're human constructions, yeah. Fictions to create order. And postmodern thinkers kind of build on that, suggesting society replaced old myths with new ones.
Like progress or capitalism.
Exactly. They function as frameworks, systems of meaning and power, but not necessarily absolute capital T truth. Capitalism itself can be seen as a new illusion maker, selling us identities and versions of happiness.
So our shared reality is like a story we all agree on. How does the brain actually build that experience?
What's fascinating is the brain isn't just passively receiving info. Neuroscientists like Carl Friston see it as a prediction machine.
A prediction machine.
Yeah, it's constantly guessing what's out there based on past experience, and then it just uses senses to kind of tweak the predictions.
So reality isn't a direct feed, it's more like a controlled hallucination.
That's the term some use, yeah. It's useful, it helps us survive, but it's shaped by our expectations. We literally see what we believe we'll see.
Wow, okay, so if we're surrounded by illusions, personal and collective,
yeah.
What do we do? Can we escape?
Maybe total escape isn't the goal. Perhaps it's impossible. But the sources suggest ways to game, let's call it mental sovereignty.
Like what?
Well, critical thinking is key, questioning the narratives you're given. Mindfulness helps you observe your thoughts without getting swept away.
Seeing them as just thoughts, not necessarily reality.
Exactly. And philosophical reflection, maybe exploring Stoicism or Zen can help. Even Jung's idea of shadow work, facing the parts of ourselves we deny.
So it's about dismantling the illusions that cause us pain.
Precisely. Letting go of needing perfection, questioning what society says success is, finding happiness and inner freedom rather than just external stuff.
So true self-improvement is about seeing the game, seeing the illusions, not necessarily finding some ultimate truth beyond them.
Yeah, it seems that way. It's about recognizing which illusions serve you and which ones just trap you.
So maybe the point isn't total understanding or being totally fooled. Maybe it's learning to consciously navigate between truth and illusion.
Learning the dance, you could say, seeing the limits of our knowledge, the power of our emotions, how much of our world is constructed.
And freedom comes from that awareness.
That seems to be the idea. Liberation. Seeing through enough of the noise from society, our own egos, our fears, to live and choose more freely, more authentically. That's the real goal, perhaps.